Alright, what's up guys? My name is Zach and today I am driving a 1993 BMW 325 IS. So up front is a 2.5 liter non-Vanos, it's out of a 92, M50, straight 6, 24 valve engine, and down below is a 5-speed manual transmission out of a M3. Now this is going to be a little bit of a quicker, shorter review since I've reviewed a more closer to stock 93 325 IS, but I can't turn down driving an E36. So if you'd like to read more of my thoughts about the 325 IS, head on over to carmarshal.com/overdrive. We'll be actually writing an article about all the different E36s I've driven, because I've actually driven quite a few. But let's get back to the car at hand. So like I said, this is not the first E36 that I've reviewed or driven, but this one is a little bit special. So like I said, it has that M3 transmission, which feels buttery smooth. And then also I said that the engine is out of a 92, which is a non-Vanos engine. Now if you're a big BMW fan, you'll know what that means. Basically, Vanos is BMW's sort of VTEC, if anyone knows Hondas. Which, that engine is actually a very sought after engine because the 92s were the only year that were non-Vanos. And some people say that a non-Vanos engine is easier to work on, but they're less powerful, but you can build them better. There's a big debate, but this is a rather sought-after engine, which is really cool. It makes this car really unique. But like I've said in every single BMW review, every single straight 6 BMW review, I love the BMW straight 6s. They're torquey, they're fun, they're responsive. They're just always a good time. It's so fun to rev. And recently I've really been falling in love with straight 6s. I drove an RB20 Laurel recently and I fell in love. There's just something about a straight 6 setup that's super fun. They sound great. They're fun to rev. They might be my second favorite engine setup besides a rotary. So this car also is in a very specific color, cashmere beige metallic. Now if you're a BMW fan, you'll know that there's not a lot of E36s that come in that color. So while this color isn't that special of a color, there was really only 300 or so of the 93 325 ISs that came in this color. So it's a rare color for the E36. Oh, that's good. That's real good. That's what you want. This car also has a 315 welded diff. This car is really made for sliding, hooning, that sort of thing. It also has a stage 3 clutch. So if you see me botching some shifts, I suck, but it's also the clutch. But hold on. Straight 6s are so fun to rev out. So we'll kind of breeze over the interior real quick in case you haven't seen any of my E36 reviews. Basically the gauges, I love the gauges. BMW has these really nice plain white, very visible, very recognizable gauges. They still have an MPG gauge, not really sure why, not sure what BMW drivers really worried about MPGs, but it's there. To the right of the gauges is the comically large air vent that all E36s have. It's hilarious to me that there's an air vent this freaking huge. Other than that, this E36 has the little info center down below the air conditioning and heating controls, which is really nice. It has like a timer built in, distance, average speed. There's a lockout code. You can switch it from kilometers to mile an hour, that sort of thing. But if you want my full ideas on the interior, check out my other 93 review. I'll leave that down in the description and at the end of the video. But if you guys are looking at getting into an E36, I'd highly recommend it. And I've said this in other videos before, but there's so much you can do to an E36. I've driven, like I said, a bunch of different ones, a 318 Ti, a 328, a 325, and I've driven the M3 edition of the E36, and there's so much you can do to them. There's such an aftermarket for these cars. This car's been engine swapped. You could swap a lot of different engines. You could swap the M engine into them relatively easily. They're a good base starting car. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this mini little review of Matt's E36. Thank you, Matt, for letting me drive it. It's always a lot of fun. E36s are a lot of fun, and if you guys haven't ever driven one, I'd highly recommend it. If you're looking for a car to buy, an enthusiast car, something you can work on, this is definitely a good option for you guys to look at. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Head on over to carmarshal.com to read my article about it, and take care, guys.
There goes a sight from my soul.